Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else can do like you do. That's why I'm
My doctor looked at me dead in my face and said if that was my nose, I would be pissed. I hope that this video does find people of color or of different ethnicities so they can get, you know, a perspective of someone that they can relate to.
I think it's going to be as bad as you think. I'm not going to say it's painless.
But I literally had a hump before. When I tell you, it was crazy. It was literally like some crazy acid type deal. The bitch is lit. It's just a weird thing that's happening. I'm talking about my nose job video. So yes, I got rhinoplasty last year, and in this video I'm going to talk about what exactly I had done to my nose, how much it cost, where I went, and really explain like in detail, show videos of my healing process. So if you're thinking about getting a nose job or curious of what it's like, or specifically for an ethnic person, like I did a lot of YouTube research before I got my nose job did, but it was hard for me to find someone that I could really relate to. So I hope that this video does find people of color or of different ethnicities so they can get, you know, a perspective of someone that they can relate to a little bit more than you know, we have different noses. Like I had an ethnic nose, I still have an ethnic nose, but you know, I wasn't going for a button nose job. So let's just get right into it.
Don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give.
Okay, why I got it done? I literally had a hump before. It's crazy because it's like there's a dent. I can feel it. Ugh. I had a hump in my nose, so that's what I got done. I got a hump removed, and then also like when I would smile, I had a lot of extra cartilage at the bottom of my nose. I still feel like I have a lot of extra cartilage, but when I would smile, like it would make my nostrils like pull up and then the nose part come down, and I felt like it would just like come to a point. So like you see how like it's like an arrow? It was like way worse. Like I don't know, I still am not like satisfied with it, but I can live with this. But the reason why I did it when I did it was because I was moving to Atlanta. So I did it right before I moved to Atlanta. I did it in like last July, so July of 2020. I did it before I moved to Atlanta because I wanted to make sure that I got like healed up at home. I wasn't sure what the healing process was going to be like, so I wanted to make sure that I was doing that in a comfortable environment. I got my nose job done in Minnesota with a doctor. His name is Dr. Tolan. He works out of like the Midwest nose, ear, throat clinic. I went to like probably 5 different consultations, even some of them that I had to pay for, and I really strongly suggest that you do that. Shop around with different doctors. Everything that I looked at was in the price range of like, maybe like the cheapest one was around like $7,000 to $10,000, and of course the one that I picked was closer to $10,000. I'm gonna try to dig up the exact like price breakdown, but I think I ultimately paid between like $8,000 to $10,000 for my nose job. I'm going to get the exact number for you guys and put it on the screen. But with that, it included everything, like besides my medicines. It included like, even now when I go home, I can go to the doctor, and even last time I did go home, like I recorded it, so I'm gonna insert the clips, the footage that I recorded when I went home. But he gives me cortisone shots. I can't remember exactly what it's for, but okay, now I'm gonna talk about like what it was like to get my nose job done. So I'm gonna just go an overview of it. It was not bad at all. My experience was not bad. I don't know why, but okay, the YouTubers that I've seen, I was scared because they said that like, oh, I felt depressed after because I didn't recognize myself in the mirror. because the nose is such a big part of your face. However, that's why when I went shopping for different doctors, like a lot of doctors were like, oh, show me your pics, what do you want done, like trying to basically give me a whole new nose. And then Dr. Tolan was the only doctor that had rather been like, okay, what do you want to see done, what do you want the results to be, and wasn't stuck on like, oh, changing my whole nose. He was more so just trying to like fix what I didn't like and not do anything extra. It was important to him to make sure that I still kept it like an ethnic nose. He wasn't trying to do too much. All the other doctors were trying to do too much, for real. So find a doctor that understands your vision, for sure. Yeah, okay, I went into the clinic to get my surgery. My parents, nobody could come because it was during COVID. I remember I was sitting in the chair and I asked for something for my anxiety, and she was like, oh, you want it now or you want it later? Because if you take it later or you take it now, you're not gonna be able to walk over to the surgery room. And I'm like, I'm gonna be able to walk, like give it to me now, because I have bad anxiety right now. I'm kind of freaking out. So they gave it to me, and bro, when I tell you, it was crazy. It was literally like some crazy acid type deal. But like normally when I was so high, but I was not scared. Like I'm afraid to be high, like, and I was not, I just remember not feeling like scared, but I was just like, whoa. Like I looked at my phone and like everything was all blurry, like, yeah. And then next thing, I don't remember like going to the operating table or anything. I just remember waking up, and like that's when you'll see I took videos. They're so embarrassing. I don't know if I can really post them. I don't feel like I can post them.
Till I ever and a bitch is lit.
After that, honestly, like the pain was not that bad. Once I got home, like I kind of just had like this thing to like catch all the blood.
That's perfect. Can you bandage it a little bit more? Tape it. More tape. You're fucking playing.
I guess I thought that I would have more to say about this, but I'm just gonna insert the clips in and show you guys what my recovery was looking like day by day.
All day long, your love is one in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else, you're all I need. Personality, everything you do, it's me love, everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly.
I did get a facial with Rachel, and that really helped my swelling go down. Check out the video that I posted about getting a facial with Rachel.
Okay, cool.
No banana.
No bananas, banana milk.
What did you do? Like, I'm rolling.
Red and I don't know.
Green like hope.
And then we use the cheese.
It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
was literally outside because it was around the time that I was getting ready to move to Atlanta. So like I was kind of cherishing the time that I had with friends and family. So I was literally like at the bars and stuff like that with like 2 black eyes.
Let's go!
I look fucking old.
Bitch, I just wanna feel you, feel you. I want you around, around. I want you around.
Slide you back. Roll you back.
I want to watch.
You want to watch?
Yeah, please. It's okay.
Is it painful or are you just anxious? Or both?
Both. It only hurts like in certain places, like over there.
Yeah, it's just because it's stuck down a little bit more. When are you going to Atlanta? This week?
Next week, but I can definitely, I'll be back and forth a lot.
Yeah. The good news is you're a little bit more oily, so that makes it easier coming off. I'm just trying to get the junky stuff off, otherwise it looks gross. People are like, why is her nose so dirty?
It's so sore.
So I got 5 stitches I gotta take out, okay?
What?
Yeah, you got a couple stitches there.
Alright.
I'm gonna set you up for that, okay?
I had no idea.
That I was putting stitches in?
In or out?
There's only 5.
Is it gonna hurt?
Sometimes yeah, sometimes yeah, sometimes not.
Obviously it's still very swollen, but I know y'all gotta see this. Like, for the first time in my life, I'm comfortable showing my side profile.
I fall for you every time I try to resist. Can't get away. On trees, beach views, and everything. All I wanna do is in the bitches on replay. Still right next to you. You try not to show how I feel about you. You wish you away, but we don't really want. I just wanna get away. You're still right next to you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you around, around. I want you
So I'm going into my 1-year post-op appointment and I'm a little nervous because last time I came in for like maybe like 6-7 months, they told me that I needed a cortisone shot and my doctor looked at me dead in my face and said if that was my nose, I would be pissed. So I think it's healing way better now, but we're gonna see what he says and hopefully I don't have to get a shot because I'm gonna try not to. So they have like 4 offices and yeah, I'm gonna go in the spa entrance. did the pictures and now I'm waiting for my doctor to come in and hopefully tell me that everything looks great and that I don't need any type of shot. Because I'm gonna cry.
Let's take a peek. Breathing is okay. Would you say breathing is okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think one of the things you and I chatted about was, because skin is a little thicker on the tip, of adding a little bit to see if we can reduce some of the roundedness of your tip. A little bit. And so right now we're not bad, but if we got a little bit more narrowness there, we kind of like that. But part of it is when you smile,
Yeah.
it pulls up and it pushes that down a
Yeah.
little bit. So I would say, you know, it's hard for me to change your smile. I don't want to do that. But if we maybe put a little bit like that, it might help drive us a little bit closer to where you want
Put
to
a
be.
little.
It's called cortisone. So you don't have to do it. So.
But you're saying it'll make, because yeah, I feel like this is just like really
A
rounded,
little
and then
rounded.
like when I
Yeah.
smile, it still drops down.
Yeah, it drops down, and then what happens is this pulls it up,
Yeah.
and it makes it look like it goes a little farther down. So it's usually two, one here and one there.
At the same time?
No, one and then another one.
Oh, that sounds scary.
I don't think it's as bad. I'm not going to say it's painless, but for a lot of people, it does get a little puffier after, and then the puffiness goes down. But I feel like the height of the bridge of your nose is okay. We just have some residual fullness in the tip of your nose, and trying to narrow that a little bit, I think, would be helpful.
And that's like the only way, because it won't do
Yeah.
it on its own.
I don't think it's going to get as good as it can get. As if
But the
it
cortisone,
reaches
so
that
it's like
level.
something that lasts a long time.
Usually, because it helps kind of thin out some of the fatty tissue underneath there. You don't have to do it today.
How big is the needle?
Not super big, pretty tiny. I could show you. That's going to help. It's not a big one.
Do you have
It's
like
pretty tiny.
numbing something?
I can have Jenny put a little numbing on the top of your skin.
I'm so scared.
I think it'll be okay.
By the way, her pictures are in here.
Where were they?
I just, on my session, they're in there.
Oh, you know what? I think it had to be reloaded. Okay. So, anyway.
You want me to get the money?
It's up to you. I think it would help.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It'll be a little puffy. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think. I'm not going to say it's painless. It's a secret. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you want there?
40.
Like, did my nose get broken when we did it? Did you have to break my
I did,
nose?
just to get it a little bit more narrow.
You did?
Yeah, because if you remember the bridge.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Okay, that's you today.
Mm-hmm.
That's before we did anything. Okay, so if you look at this area specifically, see how that hangs down a lot more.
Yeah.
Your nose looks a little wider, but we've gotten a little better definition in the middle part of your nose.
Yeah.
That's your side view today. A little bit crooked, but that's where you were. So not only did we take the bump down, but we had to raise the tip up a little bit to get back to something like that. But I'd like to see this a little bit more feminine.
So, bad news. I have to get 2 cortisone shots. And he said I didn't have to, but I already paid so much that I might as well go for optimal results. Should have been more prepared, taking a Xanax before I came or something. Jesus, I'm scared. So this is the numbing gel. I don't know why he just globbed it on there. Do you have like a lollipop after?
Do you want one?
For sure, we got one.
Yeah. This might,
Yay.
help.
I'm not trying to cover it up, I'm just trying to smoke one.
That's not bad. It's just a weird thing that's happening.
One more. When are you coming back in town? That's it.
It feels like it's still in my face.
Okay.
Literally, it feels like the needle's in my face still.
Then you hold that. So that wasn't too bad, was it?
No.
So I'm gonna just show you.
So now you said it's gonna swell up a little bit?
It looks a little puffy, so pop that off. It's a little puffier, right?
Okay.
Okay, but don't sweat it.
Looks like a snake back.
Yeah, just buzz in and see me. I wouldn't put any more, if you're like, oh, hey, this looks better, and you're back in town in 6 weeks, I would not put more in, okay? Usually I'll go every 3 to 4 months.
For how long?
Till we get it to where it stays exactly where we want it. We might never do it again, but if you're in town early, I probably wouldn't put more in, but if it's 6 months before I see you, then I might. If you're like, hey, that helped out some, but can we get it a little better, then I put some more in.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the difference.
So, yeah, me too.
Okay, well,
That's
thank
it.
you.
It literally felt like a snake bite. And when he pulled the needle out, I literally thought it was still in. It still like was stinging.
Really?
But that numbing stuff really did numb it a lot.
That helped.
I wonder if it's really gonna make a difference.
It should.
But he was saying like, oh, like we'll do it again in 3-4 months, and I'm like, for how long? And then he was like, until we get it where it wants to be.
And
like,
if you don't, you're just gonna keep getting them. No.
so I wonder if like the cortisone, because I know there's like a non-surgical way to like do your nose job. Like I wonder if that is it.
Oh, okay.
Like what he's doing to me now.
The cortisone shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will see. Before we're trying to get the ball part down, because when I smile, this goes up.
Smoke with me, drink with me, fucked up liver with some bad kidneys, lean with me, pop with me.
Oh my god. It looks like there's a blister on my nose. Look at it.
Oh wow, that puffed up kind of fast.
Oh my god. I'm editing this video. I'm realizing that there's like a few more things I want to add in. So don't mind my poor quality camera. This will just be like random little bits and pieces. A lot of people thought that I was Middle Eastern before I got my nose done, and I'm 100% not. I think it's almost flattering. I always wondered if I went to the Middle East, if people would still think that. But do you guys still think, I don't ever get, like, in Atlanta, everyone just thinks I'm Latina. Like, nobody really tells me they think I'm Middle Eastern. I haven't heard that yet. It's weird, but, like, okay, when I was healing, like, when I would put on chapstick, like, it would make my, like, when I would touch this, it would make my nose tingle. And even now, like, I can't feel under here still. And it's kind of embarrassing because, like, sometimes, like, I'll have, like, some crust under there. I don't even know it. I definitely got off my pain pills like way early. Like my pain level was extremely low, and I feel blessed for that. I barely took my pain pills. Like I think maybe just like the first and second day, if that. So yeah, the pain was not bad at all. It was completely bearable. I paid my bill in full, thank God. So that was very nice. So for those don't want to hear that I was being financially irresponsible, I had the money for it. Make sure that you get a doctor that specializes in what you want. Like previously, I was honestly leaning towards like this woman in Woodbury, but then like when I went to see the doctor I ended up going with, he's like, I told him like, yeah, I've been to other few places, like I'm really considering this doctor, and he was like, she does boobs, like she does boobs all day every day. She probably does a nose job like 5-6 times a year. And I'm like, oh, like that makes sense. So make sure you're going to like I've seen other girls, they're like, oh, I went to the same doctor to get my boobs and my BBL, so I went to them to get my nose and they did a bad job. It's like, make sure that you go to a doctor that specializes with what you have. And if you have a doctor you trust, maybe ask them for a reference, but don't go to one doctor for your entire body because that just doesn't make sense. I feel like my recovery was like almost better than anyone I see online. I don't know if it's because I like make sure I take good care of myself, so I feel like my body heals pretty well, or if it was my doctor or a combination, but like I really had minimal bruising, like very minimal bruising and swelling. Like I think only one day my face was swollen, like day 3, and like as far as the bruising, like yeah, I did get like little black eyes, but mine was not like black and blue like that. So that was just mine. But people still, when I'd be out there, like, are you okay? Like as if like I had got beat by the dude I was with, and I was like, y'all simple-minded. Yep, I paid for this, okay? I paid for this. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm gonna wear this cast like a trophy, okay? So yeah, okay, another thing is they say it takes a full year to heal. And it's so weird, if you notice in my before and after pics, like I honestly didn't notice until I was really looking here, but like the 2-month one, like my nose looked the best. Like I still, like I said, don't like how it kind of like droops down a little bit, and like it felt like in the 2 months it was better. So I'm not sure if that's what like the cortisone shots are trying to accomplish, but I'm gonna talk to my doctor about that because I need that 2-month picture. And then another reason why I did get it, like I really was like bullied a lot for it. I used to lie to people and tell them that like I had broken my nose. Like it was just something that I could not stand. I thought it was like an elephant in the room. Like I thought that it was like, oh, that pretty girl with the ugly nose, or the pretty girl with the big nose. And actually like that would be like one of the first things people would try to come for me. So to everyone who ever came for me, now what? Now I'm just a pretty bitch, huh? Or y'all gonna find something else to hate on probably too, right? Anyways, so, but then once I got it done, my friends were like, why did you do that? And I'm like, bruh, you know why. Like, y'all playing, y'all acting like y'all didn't see that disgusting big ass beak on me. Like it was a whole witch nose, and y'all acting like that was okay. Like, but yeah, my friends were really like, I was like shocked that my friends were shocked. I'm like, y'all playing. I still think they were playing because it was an issue for sure. But yeah, those are just my little tidbits.
The pain was not bad at all. Like I would do it again if I had to, that's what I'm saying, but I don't think I have to. But it was overall a good experience. Like I recommend people to go do it if you want to do it. Go to the doctor I went to, maybe you'll have a similar experience. And yeah, I guess I don't have like a crazy nose job story besides just like, I feel like I never publicly said like, hey y'all, I got a nose job. Like yeah, I didn't even like, it's crazy, my family like can't even tell. Like literally, like my family, if I don't tell them, they won't know that I even got it. Like that's how minor it was. But it made a world of difference for me. Like I cannot stand my side profile. Like I couldn't, like it turned it held me back from like wanting to be a model when I was younger. Like it was something I was very insecure and could not live with. I cannot stand it. So as soon as I got my bag up, had to make that move for myself. And you should make the move for yourself. It's something that you want as well. I mean, it's your body, it's your life, you're living in it. If you can afford it, then don't let nobody else tell you different, you know? So yeah, definitely drop any questions you guys have. I'm really open about it and I will totally answer all your questions. Yeah, I'm gonna try to dig up as much details if I can, but other than that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please, and check out some of my other videos as well. But you guys have a good night. Let me know what questions you have, and check this baby out. I feel like it looked better like when I first like got it done. Like, what do you guys think? Can you tell? Did you guys know that I had a nose job without, if I told you, yeah, but did you guys know? Yes or no? Or did you think I was gonna come in here and say I got some other type of surgery? Now my face card good. This lighting is crazy. All right, I tried.